71% of real estate agents didn't sell a home last year. You could make 6% here.
Let me just go on my phone.
Yeah, you do the math, girl. $3.5 million, 6% commission. What's the math?
It's 210,000.
I want to do that. I want to live like that. I love that Lambo.
Yeah, and there's no shame.
I want a Birkin.
I want a Birkin. I don't have a Birkin yet.
I want a sexy husband. I want that house.
The dream is real.
The dream
is a real dream that we can have. You have to be healthy. You have to look the part, and then take the action, and it'll happen. Alliances. I want you to be my alliance. The best.
I'll be your East Coast girl. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you. I like you, and I don't like anybody. I dislike most people.
What's your sign?
What do you think?
A Leo.
No, everyone says
Taurus.
No, Aquarius.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm Aquarius moon. That's why I love you.
Oh, I'm Aquarius. What are you?
Taurus, but then Aquarius moon.
Oh, good. I can manipulate my Taurus. I love Taurus. They're very loyal, very smart, hardworking. So I've been working with a Taurus for like 17 years. And everyone say he's going to leave you. He's going to leave you. He's going to leave you. I said, no, he's not. He's never going to leave
me. Oh, Tatiana Londono. That's how I say it.
That's me. Okay. Tatiana Londono.
Londono. Okay.
But it's Londono. Because the ñ doesn't exist in the English vocabulary.
So, hey, this is Ginger DeClue, and I'm here with Tatiana Londono, a incredible woman, master of real estate, master of social media. I've been a huge fan, and when I came down to Miami, I literally begged her to do a video with me.
I love you. And I don't love everybody, but I love her.
And I wanted to bring her on because, as you all know, my saying is health is wealth. We all deserve to be rich. I've shifted it to health is wealth, invest wisely.
Yep.
And I think Tatiana has a lot to bring to the audience because she's a master of wealth building, master of visibility.
Easy.
So
Easy peasy.
She's incredible. So Tot, again, thank you so much.
Please, thanks for having me.
Thanks for the patience. I was late, guys.
It's
I was
okay.
late
She got a gorgeous blow dry, which I don't attempt in Miami.
I realize now that was a terrible investment.
You'll see the little curls are going to start.
The hair is going to be curly by the end of the interview. Okay, so just to start, give us a little about yourself.
Okay.
How did you get into real estate?
Holy shit. So it's a great story, I have to say. So, how did it start? So I owned a business. It was a telemarketing business, and the Americans got really, really tough because a lot of older people were getting scammed. We were selling legitimately, but it was phone sales, and you could never control what the kids were doing on the floor.
Right.
And I was pregnant and had another baby, and I said to myself, this isn't for me. We didn't feel good about it. Mm-hmm. And just out of nowhere, I said, Daddy, what are we going to do? We're shutting down the call center because there's too many complaints, and the Americans are getting really, because we sold to Americans are getting really tough. What do I do? So my father said, Tatiana, why don't you become a real estate agent? Okay, and I always imitate my dad's accent. Sorry, Dad.
What is your nationality? You're so
Colombia, Caribe. Cartagena de Indias.
Love it.
We are Colombian, like 100% Colombian. And so my blood is fully Colombian. So I said, okay, Daddy, I'll become a real estate agent. Became a real estate agent out of desperation. And the rest is history. It completely changed my life, my husband's life, sister-in-law, father, everybody. I have to say today, my son owns a very big content creation company, and guess who his clients are? Real estate agents. So that one decision changed everything for us for the better.
And you made the choice that it was going to work. There was no even
I
fear.
had no choice. It better work or we don't eat, because the both of us, we had the business together, my husband and I. It's not that my husband was some rich guy saying, hey, sweetie, do whatever you need to do. No, the two of us were in it together. And so now the two of us are partners in the business. He runs the craziness at the agency because I own an agency. I didn't do it half-assed. I did everything. I became a broker. I own the agency. I coach. I wrote a book on the matter. I've starred in 2 TV shows. So it's quite something. It's our life. you
That's
know?
beautiful. And I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about some of the spicy things going on with socials, like
Spicy.
the Shelby Sab, the
We
Birkin.
love Shelby.
We love Shelby. We love Shelby. But I love what you said about how your husband is running that back end.
He's very good. So wait, so I have two husbands.
Of course she does, because she's Colombian and gorgeous.
I'm like Elizabeth Taylor, okay? Mr. Londono the first, Mr. Londono the second. No. So my ex-husband is my business partner, but I hate saying he's my baby daddy. He's not my ex-husband. I hate that. We love each other, okay? So he runs the agency with me. He's my partner. And then the new husband, it's not new, it's been a long time. He's my moral support, and he's enjoying the fruits of my labor as well.
Yeah, I love that. I have a very similar story, because my first son's father, I still love him so much.
Yeah, where does the love go when you love each other?
And you made babies together.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not love that person?
100%.
And of course, for the kids.
I can understand if he's smacking you around or an abusive prick, but if it was just
Wasn't a good fit. Wasn't a good fit.
or I don't, whatever we want to call it, where does the love go?
And you guys turn that into a beautiful.
We have a modern family. Everybody loves each other. My new husband and he's not that new, but my current husband and the ex-husband are besties. We travel together.
Wow.
My daughter once asked me, she said to me, Mommy, why did you and Daddy get divorced? No clue. We never fought in front of the kids. My kids are probably still confused about it, but they're adults now, so they understand dynamics, you know.
And look at, I mean, you're just a glowing ball of light.
I love you.
And that's how I found Tatiana, because I'm such a growth mindset and wealth mindset person.
Yeah.
I have a little baby teeny investments in real estate. So I have one Airbnb, and my main property has an Airbnb. So
Yeah.
I think that's how I found you. And your content is just so punchy. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
And it's so unapologetic.
Yeah.
And I think I'm seeing that it's just because you have a huge heart. You're a huge loving person.
Thank you.
And so guys, be more loving, right?
Yeah, be more loving.
And I have some questions written down.
Sure,
for you.
yay. The Q&A.
So, I'm in mentorship. I believe in mentorship. I believe in investing in myself. Every year it's going up. It's gone from being $10,000 a year to $20,000 a year. This year it's probably gonna be like $100,000 in mentorships. Because it's, cuts that time.
Yeah,
I mean,
shortcut
let me
to
ask
success.
real quick, your thoughts on mentorship.
Oh my God.
Are you a mentorship girly?
I totally am. I pay to be mentored. I don't care what it costs. It's just one of those things. If I believe you, I'm going to pay. If you disappoint me afterwards, you're going to pay.
You're going to pay.
It's happened a couple of times where, like, I would think I'm pretty intelligent about the decisions I make. And sometimes they reel you in and really drop the ball, And that's okay. It's an expense. I move on.
But you learn.
And you're going to hear it. I'm on social media. Be careful who you fuck over. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, and this brings me to, I think, where you found me. And I won't go too deep. I don't want to get her in trouble, because she's a sweetie and she's living her best life. And I'll take the heat for all the internet. Everybody.
Are you not a sweetie? You're a sweetie.
You know what it is? I am so unapologetic.
You are.
And it's not to hurt anyone,
Yeah.
but it oftentimes comes off that way.
Yeah.
And so secretly everyone loves me, but they're like, not publicly.
Well,
I'll say the things that everyone's afraid to say. And so, to your point around what do we invest in, I think oftentimes there are two sides. There's the marketing and the operations. Why you're such an incredible mentor, and I'm going to be working with you. Just you wait. It's that you have both sides, the marketing and the operations. But what we're finding is, and I have a beef with Hormozy. I have a beef with Hormozy.
The holy H. Holy Hormozy.
The holy Hormozy, truly. Because I invested with him, and what I'm seeing is that some of the operations is coming from the government. It's coming from backing. And this leads me into my questions about the dying middle. So, my problem is, number one, just looking into him, it's like, who backed this guy?
Yeah.
Right? Like, you told your story, like, you had to make this work. There was 6 months, it has to work, right? And you hear these stories and they're inspiring, but then for some people who are out here promoting and marketing, that's not the full story. And I don't appreciate that.
Okay.
That's my issue is, oh, wait, that's not really how you got into this. You were funded by the government. You had huge investors. And I'm fine with that. Just be honest.
Yeah.
That you're being backed by some multinational conglomerate, because I see the middle is dying. And that's another question I have for you. I'm experiencing, at least in my field with health and healing, the cost of the processes to heal. So my whole thing is detoxing stem cells. You know, I had a root canal infection. It was 10 grand for the one tooth. And I went to Mexico. I didn't go to, you know, the guy in the guy in Miami's 30 grand for the biological dentist. So what
You know what they say about the root canals nowadays, too,
yeah,
eh?
they're toxic.
Kind of scary.
No,
eh?
they're super toxic. They're breast cancer, Alzheimer's.
Holy Hannah.
I mean, and so what?
Pull the tooth out, no?
Yeah, you have to pull the tooth, but then we're in a business that our aesthetic is very important.
Yeah,
Queens.
yeah.
And so, yeah, my teeth are going to have to look nice. And what I'm seeing is that there's no middle anymore. Like, and maybe it's not the same for your, you know, industry and with real estate, which is something nice to hear. But it almost feels like if the person isn't able to invest, you know, $20, $30, $50,000, not upfront maybe, but in the process, they're not going to get the result. Let's say it's for health. Let's say it's, maybe I'm wrong, but in real estate.
Even real estate, well, 71% of real estate agents didn't sell a home last year is the statistic, okay?
Wow.
It's the online statistic that you research. Again, it's the same number as the year before, which I find kind of weird, but yeah, it's the same number, 70 and 71, something like that. And so, yeah, these kids, they get it. I call them kids. But
I call everybody kids too. I was like, you know, they're not children. They are grown. I'm like, no, they're children.
they get into real estate with a dream. They see me
Yes.
saying it's easy. You could do it. 3-month course in the States. In Canada, it's a little longer. And then, what the hell do I do? How do I get clients? And guess who's going to teach you how to get clients properly? Because they don't teach you that at school. A coach. How much is a coach? Well, you could start anywhere. 1,000, 3,000, 10,000, 21,000, 50,000, 100,000. So I think what you're saying, it's a little true, no?
Yeah. And so I take a lot of heat. I don't know what's in my chart, but I take a lot of heat when I say these truths around investing. And let me ask, if someone is going to invest, say $3,000 or $10,000, especially someone like yourself,
Yeah.
what's the return? You know, if they really do the work and listen, the return could be
You don't understand.
millions.
It'll change your life. So when I started, I invested with Tony Robbins. I love Tony
I
Robbins.
love Tony.
Tony.
We love you so much.
Tony, you don't know me, but I know you.
No, he might know you. I feel
don't
like
think
Tony
so.
has no.
love
I feel
him.
like he has eyes on us. He's a wizard.
I love Tony.
Tony, we love you, baby.
Tony, best thing he ever did was move to Florida. So I love him. So I invested in him, and it all worked. The problem is nobody does the work.
So if you invest, but then you don't take action.
They don't take action.
You have to take action.
But that is a real problem. So I tackled that in my coaching. My son and I, because Joshy, he's the reason I'm still, hi Joshy. He's the reason that he brought me back. The comeback was with Josh because he's had a phone in his hand since he's like 2.
They all have
He'd make little videos when he was 3.
Oh.
And he'd go, mommy, mommy. And he'd make you stare at the phone. And if you looked anywhere else, you'd be dead. Okay, he'd stare at you to make sure, you know, your kids probably do the same
yes.
if you
Oh,
allow
yes.
them to use the phone. But I allowed them because I needed a babysitter.
Oh, you need it. Like, you know, you need it. I let, you know, we have the now 3 and 4 and 11. And so it's like, oh, we got to make the juice or whatever. Like, take the phone till
That's
the nanny
right.
comes.
Here's the phone.
Take the phone.
The iPad.
The funnies, we call it. We call it the funnies, and they scroll. They scroll the funnies.
So my son, he brought me back to life, I have to say. And I have to tell you, I noticed that they just, it's the taking action. That's what it is. It's taking, I did. So I work. I'm always trying to figure something out. I'm always like, oh my God, do we have enough content? Oh my God. It went from 4 times a week
To 12 times
to
a
5
day.
times to 10 times a day.
Yeah, it's 12 times. You need to post 12 times a day in 2026.
So I feel like I'm constantly, but the truth is, real estate sales and taking action, and you don't even have to take action. So like even if you're half-assed at it,
You're beating
You're going-
99%
yeah.
of people because you're literally doing something.
and you're going to change your life because I'm sorry, the realtors hate it when I say this, but the fastest way to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time It's real estate sales. Okay. Like you
Period.
get a license in 3 freaking months and you could be making a $3.5 million sale if you know how to get the client on social media. So for me, the biggest hack right now for real estate agents or any business, social freaking media. Real estate agents use it to sell their properties. You use it to help people.
Right.
Okay. My TV show, the one I'm on right now, they came to get me because of my socials. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just right now, I know socials have been around forever. How long has it been? Like Facebook?
20 years now?
Is it already 20
Almost.
years?
It's getting...
They still don't get it. People still don't understand.
You know what I think? I think that people perceive it to be low status. And this is my first time to Miami, and I was meeting with my high-end clients, and this is where I'm, at least in my business. Again, I was the queen of kind of the 3 to 6K offer, and it was do the process, do the detox, and a lot of people don't see the value. Because I agree with you. If you know, it's like, hey, if you get healthy, the return, if you get your license and you hire Tatiana, the return could be within 6 months. You're making, a
My
commission.
return, okay,
Yeah, right.
on the socials for real estate agents is within 30 days.
Wow.
Okay, so there's always that 5% that they're doing everything right and just takes longer, but 95% of them are crushing it within 30 days because that's how quick the algorithm is nowadays.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But again,
It
got to get off their asses. So Josh and
rewards action. It only rewards action.
So what I did, to go back to what we were saying before, 'cause it's all over the place.
No, it's good. This is a great conversation.
Is because people don't like to take action, I tackled that through the program. And I said, okay, we're going to do this for you. So to go back to your question, we're going to do this for you. We're going to do this for you. The only thing we physically do not do is grab their hand and help, like we do with our kids, like here.
Like, here's the crayon.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll take, the only thing we don't do.
Take my hand, Tati.
Cut right here, down.
Well, they need to empower them. They need to do it themselves
They
anyways.
have to do it themselves. So we cover everything, the editing. We tell them what to post. We tell them exactly what to, not, oh, you'll have to post yourself with it. No. See this video, post it, but for your area, for your, your audience. And we do it. So I tackled that. And it's been very successful. Okay. But there's always the people who say, this isn't for me. I can't do it.
And I believe that has to do with the low status. So I'm helping some high-end clients. That's what I've been targeting. I still want to help everyone. And that's a big reason why I wanted you on, because, you said something powerful. You said, my children brought me back to life. He brought back the fire.
The reason I make money is for them too.
For them. It's for them. And I don't get it. I have so many followers. I have diehards across socials. I've been on socials for 10 years. They watched my transformation and my multiple life, rebirth, deaths, everything. And I say, how can you sit on your butt when you have children who desperately need you to take action? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're not going to invest? What do you mean you're not going to get healthy? What do you mean you're not going to start the business? So I'm very, I love that you're that woman who the fruits are so evident, right? You shall know them by their fruits. And look at the fruits. Look at how
cute.
He's
very good.
Yeah, and I mean the impact that you have on me. So I'm really hoping that my audience sees your work and maybe says, "Hey, maybe I need to invest in learning a skill to earn." And so yeah, that was some other questions I had about the market, right? So
it's so easy. Only in real estate sales can you get an opportunity. Okay, let's just say you're moving from New York to Florida. And
like everyone else.
Right.
Like, let me get out of
Californians too.
Yeah, it's communist.
And they have to reinvent themselves. And they get on social media. The algorithm likes what they see, shares it to a couple of people, and they're like, hey, I like that girl. I'm going to hire her. They list a $3.5 million property, a good one. They price it right if they have some skills. 3 months later, it's sold. You could make 6% here.
Let me just go on my phone.
You do the math, girl. $3.5 million, 6% commission. What's the math?
It's $210,000.
So don't fucking tell me that we don't have an opportunity here with real estate sales still. One day, God knows what's going to happen. So go get your license.
That's incredible.
People, like I had no money. We lost all our money in our little business venture. And my father said, go get your license. I got it and it changed everyone's life. Like for real estate sales. Oh, realtors, they're not worth it. I don't give a shit what you think about real estate agents. Right now, that's the opportunity I have. I don't care about your opinion. I couldn't care less. I'm selling
status of who? Status of
like,
what? And you know, I keep kind of circling around this. I came down here, I'm meeting with private clients who are paying me, you know, $20,000 to set up their kitchen and get their housekeeper to do the juice and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I talk to their friends and they're like, oh, you do social media? I'm like, yeah.
I swear to you,
I don't understand that. I don't know why it's like that because, like, okay, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor, but I make millions of dollars posting.
But isn't everybody on social media though?
And, you know,
or are they secretly on social media? Because everybody is on social media.
I love your attitude about it. I agree with your attitude. I think it's elitist. I think it's silly and it's classist. And it's silly. You know, we live in a
everybody's on social media.
I'm a Christian and I believe that we're all made in the image of God. Some of us were given different gifts for sure. I mean, let's be honest. We're beautiful women. We have that advantage.
I love this girl.
We have her, like, she's stunning. I mean, look at this.
She's great for my ego.
I love Tatiana. I do. I love you. You can tell.
I love you.
Can tell.
It's a love fest.
It's amazing. So, you know, we have that advantage, but we are all equal in God's eyes. So this elitism thing of like, oh, you're just a lowly social media. I'm like, yeah, this lowly social media has made millions of dollars.
Don't they see it?
And I didn't say kind of similar story. You know, I was in the entertainment industry. I was an actor, a thriving actor in Hollywood. You know, hanging out with Dennis Quaid, Jerry Bruckheimer, Cuba Gooding Jr. These were my friends. The pandemic hit. And I wasn't going to be wearing a mask or getting any kind of experiments put in my body. That was just me. And, you know, I was posting on social media and I turned that into a multi-million-dollar business.
Thank God.
You know, so I don't get this concept. And I think that if you're watching this video and you think, oh, well, it's my friends are going to think I'm stupid or this is silly or someone, they're not your friends.
No.
They're not your friends and let them think what they're going to think. Be your own individual. Go and succeed for your family, for your the divinity.
I don't care. I don't know why I don't care. Like
You're an Aquarius.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
I just find this
My
out.
son used to say to me, Mom, show off the car. Mom, you need a better car now. Mom, you got to get the Lambo. We do it all for the socials, right? He goes, Mom, you have to say, I bought this car with the money I made from this commission. Now, initially, I used to say to Josh, I go, are you crazy? I'm not going to say that. He goes, do you want to succeed on social media or not? He'd yell at me. He's military style. And I want to strangle him every once in a while.
But it works. And that's
But
where,
it works.
Can I
yeah, go ahead.
This is where I have a conflict.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just me and I need to get over it.
It was in your notes.
I have to get over myself. This is they're like, Ginger, this is a you problem. Because I know what it takes on the back end to actually deliver, and so I love the Ferrari marketing as I'm working with an incredible mentor, Will Nelson, and his ad agent he has a method called the Ferrari marketing. So it's basically, person has a problem that they're not aware of, you make them aware, then you make them aware that there's a solution, and then you bring them into the dream state. There's like 5 parts. And my conflict is that what's winning, and again, I might just have to lean into it and go do as the Romans do. My conflict is that that's the fruits, the Lambo, the Birkins, the Rolexes, that's the fruits of action. But it almost feels like you have to do that before there's fruit, and it can be a bit deceptive. And maybe that's just my problem.
Okay, so I think nowadays, people who know how to use their phone know when it's real and when it's not. The audience on TikTok will be the first ones to take you down.
I don't use TikTok. I have a TikTok.
Yes, because I know why. You're doing very well. The sales come from Instagram.
The sales come from Instagram.
Right? TikTok is where you build your audience, where you become an icon. it is thanks to TikTok that I'm here talking
Wow.
to you. You probably saw a TikTok of
I
mine.
saw no Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, I saw. And I would love to learn more about TikTok. It's just that it's like a different
Girl,
animal.
you would do
I have a big
very well on
audience, but
TikTok.
it's like I don't know. And for me, the ones who say I saw you on TikTok, they convert. They're actually really fast
No,
conversions.
are you on TikTok though, or someone posting your content?
No, nothing's
You have
going
to get
on.
on with your opinions.
Am I hiring Josh? Is this another business opportunity?
Well, yes, clients in California, you never know. But your opinions on TikTok? Haven't you seen Denisha Carter?
No, I don't.
What?
I don't know any of these things.
Oh my gosh, she's like you, but you're the on the right. You're conservative, right?
I'm just as similar to you. My views align to protecting my family,
Right.
health, wealth. I don't want them exposed to sex.
Right.
That's literally it. I don't care if you're gay, trans, bi, whatever.
My kids didn't go party till they were 17.
You could have both.
They hate me
things.
for it today, but
But look at the fruits don't lie.
I'm sorry. My kids, anyone could ask about my children if you guys know me and my family. The compliments always go to my kids. Okay, sure. They come from a divorced family. Okay, that's the
So
big
what?
negative. Divorced. Okay, but then when they meet my children, they're like, they did something right.
I believe in divorce. And as people see, this is where people say, oh, you're conservative. But then I'm like, yeah, but I believe in divorce.
Right.
Because why would you stay in a marriage there's no love and the children learn to be in a loveless home? I love your style. This is what
Yeah.
I've been modeling with my oldest. He's 11 and his father. I got remarried. He's remarried. We share our son and everyone's happy. Our
Everyone's
son is
happy.
thriving. He's 5'7". He's a beautiful boy. I don't know if he would have thrived if we had stayed and been unhappy together.
Correct.
So-
Correct. And you probably hate him, your ex-husband. I love my ex-husband. I love his wife. I love his wife's kid. I love my kids. He loves my husband. She loves my husband. Everyone thinks we're freaks, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I
don't
think
care.
more of that.
They're my best friends.
Love, right? What is Christianity? And again, because people too religious, weird. But Christ is love. He's a lover, and love is like, hey, and it's we're on different coasts,
Yeah.
so we don't see each other a lot. But my ex's wife, she's Indian, like from
Yeah.
India. So who taught my son how to read? Her, because they're so serious about education.
Right.
So it's worked, and again, I think dropping all this negative hate towards yourself or towards the judgments of, well, this isn't a real job. No, it's a very real job.
Yeah.
And it's a very real way for you to exit the matrix and become a real wizard. To me, this is actually what it looks
I love
like.
her.
No, truly, this is what it looks like to escape the matrix.
Oh, yeah.
this. You escape the
Dude.
matrix by being fully embodied, fully as beautiful, healthy, sexy, feminine,
so.
and in your divine masculine. Like, I can't imagine you ever having a problem asking for the check. Like, all right, sign it over.
It happens a lot lately, right, Joshy? Josh also thinks I need a new wardrobe, but that's besides the point.
Oh,
He's like,
the
Mom,
wardrobe,
he
the
goes,
wardrobe.
I don't like it.
Zimmerman? Oh, man.
I love Zimmerman,
love
but
the
he
Zimmerman.
says, I don't like it when you wear florals. He's like, it makes you look old, he says to me.
She's old where? What? Maybe it's
tough
because
on
you
me.
guys are in Miami, because I'm down here and I'm seeing a whole nother world.
Crazy, eh?
So different. The girls in LA, they're beautiful, but they're like anemic,
Yeah.
They haven't eaten.
Not
in
here,
weeks.
girl.
No. Everyone here is ready to run a mile.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to go to bed. Everyone's like, we're going to the party. I'm like, I don't know. I'm tired.
Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 33.
You don't have to use this on the.
No. I'm
You're
gonna.
fucking gorgeous.
Some people think I'm in my 40s. Sometimes people say you're like
No, it's
45.
because you're smart.
And I have had a really tough life, Tatiana. I had brain swelling when I was 9. I had the Gardasil. So when I was 16, I got Gardasil, and I had a root canal at the same, like within 2-3 months, and I almost died. From 16 to 22, I was like out of life. Like I was in hospitals. I had to learn to walk again, literally in a wheelchair. And so that's my origin. And so I seem older because like I've seen.
For me, it's
hell.
because you're smart.
Oh, I love you.
And when people are smart, they're wise age.
Just a little bit.
Oh.
When you're going away, like it sounds like you're really far.
Sorry.
How
I'm too
about me?
expressive.
Am I
I'm too
okay?
expressive.
Okay.
I'll pull it a little bit in. I'll pull it a little bit in. So I appreciate that. I do appreciate that because sometimes I think even that's why I look up to mentors. That's why I need mentors. That's why I begged her. I said, please come in. I was texting
You didn't
her
have to
on
beg.
DM.
I'm like, sure. Immediately.
Will you
What
please
time
do-
is it?
will you
Where
please
are
do
you?
a podcast with me? I think too. What are your thoughts on? So
No,
so
but
this has
back
been
to
great.
what you were saying, Miss ADD.
Oh yes.
What you were saying,
It's true.
because our ads are on socials, you need to pique their interest. And I think people nowadays, they know on TikTok, for example, they will take you down if your receipts are fake. Okay? You got to show receipts.
Don't put those fake Stripe accounts up there.
Okay?
We need to see the live Stripe.
Correct. Like yesterday, my son said to me, Mommy, you have to be careful. I go, why? He goes, we're in Brickell. And this is where the streamers hang out. Someone might stop you and ask to see your bank account. And I go, yeah? I took out my bank account. He's like, okay, good.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know it was like that.
But back to that. If you have the receipts, who gives a shit? This is how you want to attract them. Okay, cringe. I don't give a shit about cringe. Okay, I've been there, done that. I was doing cringe when nobody was doing cringe. Okay, I was showing off. This is what you could get, whatever. Or this, I bought this triplex for $750,000. So renovated and sold it. Didn't pay a commission because I'm a real estate agent. Then I bought this gorgeous eightplex. The rents on this eightplex are $5,000 a month, which covers the cost of it. Like I
You're
was
amazing.
doing that years ago.
I started and I followed you. There was you had I think a fur collar.
That's right.
And
Always a fur
brick
collar.
and a brick like townhome, like beautiful.
Behind
and there was,
me.
And I said, I love this woman.
And I had
think
little
that's how-
elephants hanging from my ears
I think
and
that's where I
round
found you.
sunglasses. So Joshy always makes sure I dress like crazy.
the
Not
nines.
crazy, but
You're
just to the
gorgeous.
nines. He doesn't care. Fur, hats, put on your sunglasses. Where's your purse? Where's the Birkin?
Mm.
So I think in order to attract people, you got to show your stuff as long as it's your stuff and not somebody else's or borrowed, because people will research to see if you're the real deal.
I saw that with Becca's Bloom. I don't know if I know Becca's Bloom. I
So
know
is
she's
that
on
true
TikTok.
or not? Is she is?
This is what I'm saying. Like some of this stuff gets under my skin because
But she is rich. She or
Is
not?
she?
I
I
don't
don't-
know.
Well,
I've
I
heard
saw
back and
someone
forth,
go
but-
and do, like you're saying, they go do these crazy dives, and I'll do a dive, but I only will do a dive if it's like Hormozy, and the only reason I do the dive on Hormozy, and I'll get into that later, but like with Becca, they said, oh, she has that dress, but then they saw it in a rental, she rented it or something crazy, and I'm like, oh gosh.
But wait, Martha Stewart was making content with her. I doubt Martha Stewart is going to hang out with someone with no
who's
receipts.
not real, yeah. So I mean,
I don't know.
So-
but
so
the
you
point
would
is
say-
you, okay? You got to make sure you have receipts. And if you have receipts, then show them off. And this is what gets people to say, yeah, you know what she's saying might be true. I want to do that. I want to live like that. I love that Lambo.
Yeah, and there's no
I
shame.
want a Birkin.
I want a Birkin. I don't have a Birkin
I
yet.
want a sexy husband. I want that house. It's okay. Marketers have been doing it forever. And when it's true, it's even better, because when it's not true, they find out.
Okay, I love this. I love this perspective.
So show it off, girl. Don't be shy. I know you're a Christian, but
no,
don't
I'm not
be
like that
shy.
kind of. I'm not that kind of a Christian. It's more that maybe it's just again the
It
backlash.
gets them to trust you. They're like, okay. It's basically the reason why people do this. Shelby Sapp, me, everybody.
Sell the dream, the
Show-
Ferrari.
yeah.
It's the outcome. You're selling the outcome, and
That's what it is.
Here, I get it. I get what it is. If they don't take the action, the backlash is ridiculous. And I'm glad that we started this on action, because that is the outcome. If you do it, if you get healthy, and I'm sure I'd love to hear, when you had the babies, you are phenomenal shape,
please.
phenomenal
I could
skin,
be- I could give
beautiful.
a little, like I could do the muscular thing now. I
I
need to
don't-
work. I have to lift weights now. I'm being told. So if not, I'll die.
You know what? Frankly, I think everyone has taste. I love 2026 for everyone has their own taste in things.
Yeah.
Some people have a taste for rap music. Some people have a taste for classic rock.
Right.
Some people have a taste for the model aesthetic. Some people have a taste for the big booty. I don't like the big feet.
No, you're the model.
I'm already tall.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
the
want to look
model
like a
aesthetic.
man. Like I already
Yeah.
can kick your ass. I have huge hands and feet. Like I
Yeah.
was an athlete.
Yeah.
So I like to be lean. I go to the Pilates thing.
Good.
So I think that you look fantastic. But in Miami, no. You have to be. I'm seeing
Holy
beefcakes.
Hannah,
They
yeah.
could kick your ass.
Oh yeah.
In Miami.
My daughter could kick my ass. Okay, like she works out. It's like, but the benefits of lifting weights.
Yeah, it's good for your metabolism. You can eat more.
And
the
you'll live
whole nine
forever.
yards. Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
planning on living. So the best thing about social media is I'm going to live forever.
Living on in socials.
I'm going to live forever. No, I'm young. I'm hot. The boys on social media ask me out. They're
yeah.
I want to go out with you. And I'm like, I am married.
They're like, I don't care. They love the married women. They love the married
I noticed
women.
that, but that's nasty. So I show my husband, because my husband's a pretty good looking guy. So I'll show my husband, he's a successful guy too, so that they back off. But I love that they're asking me out.
You're
I love
desirable. But I have a question about when you started this.
that. It keeps you young. Socials keep you. Look at you. You came here. You made sure you had got your blow dry. You have your makeup. This keeps us young. It forces us to stay young.
Yeah, and the movement, life is movement, and you cannot hit a moving target.
Correct.
And I have seen that in my career where when the opportunity strikes, my husband's older, he's more weary, and it's wearing on our relationship a bit. I will be honest.
No,
with you.
my husband's the same. You
but
can't
I'm like,
marry the same person.
Yes, yeah. If we were both the same, things would be off the rails.
Right.
I'm sorry, I keep going back, but this last 3 months, I've been traveling like every week. I'm traveling, and that's where the momentum's coming. That's where the clients, because they see the movement, they see the motion, they see the the conversations happening. So when you started getting into this and everything was kind of, the phone sales was dying, you had the babies, was your looks, because this is something
I was good looking.
Well, you're gorgeous, but I mean,
was always pretty.
Was it like?
I didn't know I was pretty, but I was pretty.
Yeah, we have that.
I got a lot of male attention. I don't know if it's
Male
prettiness or
attention.
my big mouth or both.
It's both. It's the beauty and the brains. And there's punishment that happens sometimes from
100%.
women.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say too, this is just a commentary, or we can talk about it a little bit. But like, if you're beautiful, you're obligated. You are obligated to do something big. God gave you a 100%. Gift. It's an obligation that you go do something big with it. But when you got out there, because I want to educate the audience on the investment, and so they're not afraid. You got out there, you were making the real estate happen. When you started, was an emphasis on appearance heavy then too with the marketing to start the sales before socials?
I didn't know about marketing. This is what's so amazing about real estate sales.
Now with social media, before there wasn't.
No, I didn't even know how to sell myself or market myself. I just thought you had to buy that big ad in the newspaper. That's all I knew. But people love my hair, and they would call because of the hair.
The
curly
hair is a vibe. It is a vibe.
But even though I didn't know, I did everything accidentally. That's why I'm saying you don't have to be the smartest person to become a successful realtor. I'm sorry, these people insulting me indirectly. I don't give a shit. Insult me. You don't have to be smart to be a realtor. You just don't. It's that
Mic
easy.
drop. You just have to take action.
People are going to say,
Forrest Gump, that's my character of the year, my movie character. Run, Forrest, run. He was he had a 65
look at everything he
IQ.
did.
He won Medal of Honor. He's married Jenny.
Right.
He's made Bubba his best friend, started a
Right.
$1 billion company, and he's retarded. I mean,
Yeah.
So if he can do it, certainly
that's
we
why
can.
I say if I could do it, he could do it. You could do it too. If someone's done it before you, and you could probably do it better.
Better. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the young people, if anything, the young people in my program have it harder than the older people because in real estate sales, if you look young, they don't trust you.
They don't trust.
So they have it a little harder on the socials because here they are. This is what you could get, and some of them are like, "This is what you could get for $1 million in New Jersey."
And that's what the mentorship is so important, because you're gonna sit there and go, hey.
No, you gotta sound a little.
Let's practice.
Yeah,
Let's practice.
you gotta sound a little more mature. You gotta dress up properly. Oh, that's another one. Who cares what she's wearing? Let the bitch wear what she wants. No, you can't wear what you want. But again, that's just my opinion. You can't wear what you want when you're in business. If my daughter wore whatever she wanted at her internship last summer at a very, very important finance company, she would have been fired. Why is it not the same for real estate sales? Why is it not the same for... But anyway,
yeah,
that's another story.
No, but it's true. How you dress is so critical. When I was in my like hippy dippy pregnancy era, I was wearing like flowy dresses and I was attracting these hippy dippy people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys are not working. So like, please flee away.
Go away.
So now, I'm back to my Ted Baker, back to Zimmerman, and it's attracting
You got
an
to dress for success.
Exactly.
You really do. Nowadays, there's lots of people on bikinis doing very, very well on social media. Sorry,
whatever
that time
floats.
has passed for me. I'm not. Well, that's not true, actually. Joshy, I was wearing a bikini the other day on one of my carousels. Yeah, no, lies. Tatiana, you're fucking lying. You were wearing a bikini.
She's so hot. Are you kidding me?
But you got to wear the bikini on your carousels now.
So I love that this theme is like, the dream is real.
The dream
this
is
a
real.
real dream that we can have. You have to be healthy. You have to look the part, and then take the action, and it'll happen.
Again,
it will happen.
I didn't know how to market myself. So what did I do? I said, well, these for sale by owners seem very eager to sell. Let me just call them. And I just pick up the phone and call them. That's how I got my first clientele, the base for sale by owners. Then someone said to me at a hockey game, Tatiana, and then of course, repeat, referral, nurture, people like you. The newspaper, I did a lot of the newspaper at the time because that's where everyone advertised and people thought I was cute. So they would hire me, thank God. Even the women, they thought I was cute. And I'd make sure at a meeting that both wife and husband were there in front of me. And then at a hockey game, someone approached me and says, Tatiana, the bank invited me to a hockey game. I didn't even know what I was doing. Do you understand? I was making money. I built my own agency. I was invited to be on this famous TV show. And I did it once, twice, 3 times, and then they gave me my own TV show. I was just going with the flow. Do you understand? I manifested my destiny, and it was going to be successful. My friends tell me that when I was a kid, because I don't remember this shit, they told me, Tatiana, you were the biggest show off ever. I go, what do you mean show off? You always said, I'm going to be rich. You always thought everybody, they were a bunch of, peasants, and that you were above them. And maybe it was insecurity. And instead of acting like stupid, I'm above these people. Because my father always said to me, I'd come home crying. They made fun of me again in the hallway. And my father would say to me, Dad, you're bigger than them. You're better than them. Don't worry, high school's almost done. And then I made it to CEGEP, and I made sure, so in Montreal, there's something called CEGEP. It's like grade 12,
Okay.
Made it to CEGEP. And I made sure, I said, Dad, I want to go to that one, the private one. And my father paid for it. And then I went to McGill because education was a big, big deal in my family. So even though I'm an entrepreneur today, and it's not true I didn't use the education. Educated people know how to sell.
You're just not locked in a box of you don't need approval. And I
Yeah.
love that. I hear what you're saying. You're well educated, but you take you take what you need from it and you run. You take and you run.
And it's just so much easier today to get clients. So I'm just saying, I accidentally stumbled into real estate. I opened my own real estate agency because that was just the next best thing. And I just wanted to get my paychecks quicker. I swear to God, that's why I opened my agency.
I'm about to go into real estate. I'm done with these sick people now.
You don't understand. But now you could do both. So
No, I love what I do. I love what I do.
And I sell real estate. I do everything. Real estate's my life. It's crazy. Social media, we made it about real estate. And yeah, this has been you know what I'm thinking? And this is bad because I shouldn't be thinking that way. We're not perfect. Sometimes you have to, that's why I'm going to see Tony again for a refresher in November.
We need it.
I just see it as I have so much to do. I want to do more. I want to help more people, make more money.
And make more impact.
And make more impact. Well, you make impact with money.
Yes, absolutely. I say the best things I've ever done is employ people.
Thank you.
My team is smaller right now, and I hate it. When I had 15, I was the most confident. I want to have more
I want to do more.
You're
How could I
giving
do
someone
more?
a living.
I'm here because I want to do more. I
Yeah.
like you. I like what you have to say. I think that you have courage, and I respect that. The things that come out of your mouth, girl, I love.
Listen, it comes
You're
straight
my
from
guilty pleasure.
Listen, if I'm guilty pleasure, hire me though, guys.
I
Don't just let me
love-
be a secret pleasure.
Yeah.
So I love this. I so appreciate your time. I have just 2 more questions
Sure.
to wrap up. There's 25 million. I just saw this in 2024 and 25. Every day, 1,000 people became a millionaire. Every day of the last 2 years.
Amazing.
So there's 25 million millionaires out of 325 million people in this country. Do you think that it's wise to hit the middle or to just go and just ride it to the top and be that top for that top 25 million?
So I have to tell you, I was in the middle. And if nobody believed in me, where would I be today? So I say, hit as many people as you can. Who cares? Middle, top, even bottom. Listen, I think I've impacted lives that paid me $497. Okay, I've impacted lives that paid for a membership of $25. I understand what you're saying. You should. A lot of people out there, are saying that you should focus on the rich because the rich are easier to deal with and the rich will pay you.
They'll do it. It's the action part.
And they'll take action. But that's not true. I've dealt with people who so last year or two, my previous coaching program, it's not last year, God, time flies. Previous coaching program was for successful realtors who wanted to take their business to the next level and make millions and millions of dollars every single year instead of 100,000 here, 300,000 the next year. And so you couldn't get in unless you made a certain amount of money, and you had to prove to me that you made that kind of money.
Okay.
As I was telling you before, by the end of the year, it was a year-long coaching program. And I know I made some mistakes. Maybe it shouldn't have been a year. Maybe it should have been 6 months. A year's a long time, whatever. But I wanted to give them as much as possible. And you can't learn 25 lead generation systems in less than a year.
No, yeah, exactly.
But maybe I should have taught them 10 lead generation systems. I don't know. But all that to say, half of them dropped off 6 months in. And these are people with money. Okay, so I don't know about that. I was middle class, and I fucking took action. And I just did what I was told. If it made sense, I did it. Sometimes it worked, most of the time. Sometimes it didn't work. Most of the time it did.
It did work. Yeah, that's how I've experienced.
And so, I don't know. I believe that I'm the opium of the masses.
I love her. I love you. So that's great. That's great advice.
I want to help everybody. I want to help rich, middle class. I want to help people who want to do better. So where do they fall? I don't give a crap. But I'm here to help you. I'll find a way. If not, just watch my social. You can't afford nothing? Because I tell people when I do my webinar, if you're up to here and you can't pay your rent next month, don't buy my program. Start with watching my content. Get on my YouTube, get on my Instagram, my TikTok, make a couple of sales, pay your bills, and then come talk to me. We'll figure out a payment plan. But I refuse to take money from people who can't pay their rent. That's
yeah. And sometimes sometimes they're such a magnet. And for me, I have people who are dealing with cancer, with a fibroid that needs surgery, and they're so tight too. And this is where I want to,
you want to help them.
Yes, I want to help.
You need
so
to get
bad.
paid to help them, because if not, like, come on. But you can't sometimes. Like, you have to let them take care of themselves so that they could take care of themselves.
Yeah. And that's where Tony Robbins, I think we both resonate, with Tony Robbins. And like, I saw he just did a thing where they had like 6 million pounds of potatoes, and they got, 50 people to donate $1,000, and they were able to donate, I forget how many meals it was.
Yeah, he always does.
He does these amazing things.
Yeah.
And that's where my mentor, Will Nelson, is like, help the rich, help the well-resourced, and then give back.
Yeah.
But I love what you said.
No, I
because
want to help everybody,
think
because I was everybody.
You were everybody. Yeah.
My parents are immigrants to this country. My father's first job here, was washing dishes. And my poor mom, she couldn't come. Like, they got married by proxy because he came here. Thank God he came first to make sure that he could
Handle it.
For her too. She was young. She was like 19 years old. He was 21, and his first job was washing dishes. And he raised me, my brother, and I think he did a pretty good job. My parents both did. They're still together, still alive. God bless them. Of course they're still alive. They're young. And so if someone didn't believe me when I had no money, where would I be today? Like, come on.
Yeah. So we
gotta help everybody. Okay, you got. So if you want to get into sure, people with money.
They just
You're
have
gonna
more to
do better
leverage.
with people with money. Yeah, of
Well,
course.
because they can go out and say, hey, let's invest in a new wardrobe. Let's
Yeah.
invest. And that's, I think, where my mind, it's not that, I don't want to help anyone but rich people. It's just that, hey, friend, you're going to need to order this, and then hire a person to come film
And
you.
you'll get rich quicker by helping rich people. I get that. But right now, my avatar are not struggling realtors, but realtors
Middle.
realtors who want to do better. And they know that social media is the answer because everybody's on social media. It is the new TV set. No one is, back in the day, we used to watch Dynasty and we used to,
I love that. With
And we used to,
Diane Carroll. That's my
right.
my glamorous side comes out from those shows.
Remember? And we used to sit there. So at 6 o'clock, it was the news. At 7 o'clock, it was the game shows. At 8 o'clock, the prime time started, right? And then at 8 o'clock, we would watch Beverly Hills 90210. Like, at least if you come from my generation. And then the risque shows started coming on after 9 and 10. I remember Fantasy Island and the Love Boat. That was at 10. So 9 was the Love Boat, and then 10 o'clock was Fantasy Island, and then at 11 o'clock was the news. And I remember the news. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
We don't know where they are now.
Remember?
They're deep scrolling now. They're in the living room, but we don't know where down the hole they are.
You know where your children
And like you're saying, now it's
scare the
socials.
crap out of me, and I used to go to bed. But now
No one watch. It's the
people
socials.
go to bed, and instead of turning on the TV, they're on social media. They go from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. TikTok's the best. They're on TikTok. And then they'll look at their Netflix shows. But everyone's on. They go to the bathroom. They're on their phone. They wake up in the morning. They don't even look at each other.
Yeah.
Husband and wife in bed are both on their phones together, but not together. They're on their phones. So, honey, where do you think you need to be, no matter what you sell? On people's phones. And how do you get attention on people's phones? By driving around a Lamborghini.
Let's go. You raised my vibration so
Come
much.
on, girl.
So
And I know
love
it
that.
sounds pathetic,
It does not sound
but
pathetic.
it's true. This is why did you watch Dynasty?
The glamour, the fur, the bags.
So that's the same reason I show off the Birkin, I show off the cars, I show off the outside of my house, and Joshy thinks I need a better wardrobe, but I try to show off the wardrobe.
No, you look fantastic. So,
But it's the glam. People love the glam.
It's the glam, and I love that what you said. Grow where you're planted. If you're in Wisconsin, if you're in Miami, grow where you are, because if you're taking action, you're probably doing
Correct.
more than everyone else in your market.
1,000,000%. But that's funny. We could talk about that. I find that I have more respect from people outside of my market than in my own market.
That is
Do you
interesting.
understand?
Yeah.
The people in my city are still
Too cool.
questioning,
Too cool for
my
it.
success. Like, are you kidding? How much more do I have to show you, bitches, that this fucking worked? Like, meanwhile, you, California, half across the freaking world, as far as I'm concerned.
I said, hey, I'm coming in. Can you come
Where
in?
are you?
Yeah, can you please
Are you in Miami
come?
right now? Yeah.
I literally a couple days before I got here, because I see the value. And it's always interesting to be early, right? Like there's
I love
always
that.
that person, you're that person.
Yeah.
We're just a little early, but one day we'll look back and say, we were early, now you run it. Then you'll be the leader.
And do you
That's
think
what's
we're
already happening
early?
with you.
I still think we're
I think we're still early. Yes, I think we're still early.
People think we're late, but we're not. We're early.
It's only because, again, back to my beef with Hormozy, the holy Hormozy,
holy hormones.
bro. The stuff that he was pushing, I felt was backed by the government, and these systems that they build him. I don't know about that Cody Sanchez. I never worked with her, so I don't really have anything.
I was
bad.
wondering because she seems like
They're all backed by so I think where I have a little discontent is like, hey, these people are corporate, because corporate sees it. Corporate sees that this is an opportunity to recruit workers. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, 'cause that's what they do. Work.
They create a cult. See, what you and I believe, well, at least what I'm seeing here is we believe in the small business. Conservatism is small business. You have your son, you have 20 or 30 people that are directly impacted by your work, and you're able to pay them better. They're better livelihood. But what Hormozy, I don't want to say for sure with Cody Sanchez. I don't want to say.
I love Cody.
She seems like a great woman, but the systems, they create a cult following around them, and that's a recruiting system. So then you can pull people in to come and work for them and make a lousy $50,000 or $60,000. And that's what I'm like, oh, this is, you're lying to us,
Wow.
because like a beginner person or even a middle tier person who goes in, and I would consider myself that middle, couple million a year. It's not like a big, huge business.
What are you talking about?
It's well for what these companies do. These
Oh,
companies,
they make hundreds of millions of dollars.
and they have funding. They're not a small business. They're not a small business. They have a VC backing, and so a VC backing says we can value Hormozy brand at $100 million. Here's a line of credit. Go hire a bunch of people. And then he's telling you and I and your ideal person who's a realtor, a health coach, whatever. And they're saying, oh yeah, you need to operate this way. It's like, no. Because you need $100 million credit line to hire that kind of a person, to hire this kind of a company out.
I get it.
And then you end up on a hamster wheel. And I ended up, this all accidentally started. I did not mean to literally
you
have
did it
people.
because you believe in coaching and you paid for coaching.
Yeah, and I hired this new coach this year. Every year I hire new mentors. And I went down to Scottsdale. I met with Will. I met with his team. It was phenomenal. Immediately made my investment back within literally 2 weeks. And there was a kid there, and he was talking about how he had this business and how he had generated $100 million. $100 million, Tatiana. It's a
lot of
fortune.
money.
And he was a Hormozy worshiping him.
Yeah.
And I had like that experience 2 years ago, and I had met people and I was like, had a bad taste in my mouth. And I met him and I said, this is what it breeds. He's breeding
breeds
this
him.
$100 million, no kids, no girlfriend, no social life, and no money. You can have $100 million business and have no money.
1,000,000% in real estate sales, for example.
Equity. It's
Yeah.
like the difference. Like I have a $2 million home, but I don't have $2 million in the bank.
Correct.
It's not the same. And so what's so wonderful about what you do and what I do, we generate
For real.
cash.
Anyone could do it.
Yes, real money in the bank.
Real money in the bank. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank God we generate real money.
Real money, not VC.
I don't want VC money. I don't want to take a salary like that. Like
You end up
a
the
weekly
owner, the Hormozy person. If you win at his game, you are on paper. You have something that's of value, but you're beholden to your bank, and they can pull your credit line at any moment. And you could have, all these different lines of money out, and they could say, "We don't want to work with you anymore. You didn't say
pay
what
us
we want."
back.
Yep, and
That's even worse. It's not only they take it back; they'll say, "Pay us
Pay us back.
Oh, you don't have money to pay us back? Give me your house."
It's a type of poverty. I was so. And then I came home and I went to get my hair colored, and I'm in the chair and I said, "Oh, I haven't posted today because I'm actually looking for an editor."
Yeah, you were at the hair salon in that post.
I'm looking for an editor. And I said, you know what? And I was talking to my hairdresser. I was like, I went to this event. I met this crazy kid. And I asked the question. I'm sure there's a recording. I said, "Do you have sex?"
Did he say no?
He was like, "No." I was like, "Do you
Oh
have a
my
girl?" No. I
God.
said, "Do you have a girlfriend?" I didn't say if you have sex. I said, "Do you have a girlfriend?" And everyone thought I was trying to come on to him. I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm genuinely curious. Like, is he?" No, I don't have time. Girls
have time. I'm
are
working.
losers. I'm like, okay, sounds
Yeah.
horrible. And so I'm telling my hairdresser, I said, "Oh, let me make a post." And I have everyone's in my inbox. Everyone is in my inbox. They're like, "I can't believe you're willing to say this."
That's how I came to you. I couldn't believe it.
And then I just started making more content, and I just, the point of my making that content is to encourage this type of business. This is the business of a family. This is the business of a modern blended family, not of a VC, multinational
But I have
Dr.
to tell
Evil.
you that I have learned a lot from Mr. Holy Hormozy.
For sure.
Especially him, his wife too, but him, like his books. And I have to tell you, I did a video about him because I know it's not him. It has to be his assistants. But I pick and grab from everybody. I pick and choose. I love Shelby.
Oh, well, yeah, Shelby's a marketing wizard. She's doing $5 million
Like
a
whoever's
month.
backing, no, but she has a partner too. I think it's
Yeah.
her partner is a really amazing too. The two of them are great. I don't know who this partner is she talks about, but whoever the partner, I think she has a partner.
Yeah,
She
she's
does,
got
right?
backing. She has backing.
And so what they're doing with her is amazing. Okay, so but I pick and choose what I like. I don't take everything, and then I take from Mr. Hormozy. I have to tell you, I was just texting. I don't know, like. Sometimes, like Cody answers me, like Cody Sanchez,
yeah.
It's her. She's answering me because we met on TikTok. So on TikTok, I have a huge following. I'm almost at 3 million. I think
Wow.
I'm the most followed realtor on TikTok. pretty much. Josh, am I the most followed realtor on TikTok? Yeah.
Period. Period.
Well, Hayden Estates.
What is it? What is it? This?
He's not an agent. He's a agency. He's Sotheby's, but I'm the most followed real estate agent on TikTok. When you get into that community, you start talking to the Tom Cruise, Cody Sanchez, King Kong. Like we all know each other. We text each other. And so it's part of what we do. I texted Hormozy. And I'm like, are you, how tall are you? Are you, you don't seem
a little
tall.
bit shorter.
I knew it. I said, do you mind if I, and someone would answer me. Don't know who.
So I went down to Vegas.
But wait, the point is this. The fact that he had someone answer me, that is part of his strategy, is fucking good.
Yeah.
So I'll pick and choose, and that's why I always answer my DMs, as you know. I'll always answer my DMs because of that.
Connection.
I felt a connection. He probably has no clue who the hell I am. But he hired someone to answer me. Think about that. Yeah. So I'll take from him. I'll take from Ricky. I love Tom.
Yeah.
Do you know Tom Cruise? He moved to Miami.
This is the
Section
spot.
8
This
guy.
is the. Oh, I know Tom, and he's got the
on.
whole garage.
Yes,
I know
with
Tom.
all the cars.
He
is your unapologetic. Him?
He's bad.
Apology isn't even in his vocabulary. Okay, the way he talks to people, he's like, yeah, so yes, I am taking advantage of all the poor with my Section 8. Like he doesn't care.
He tells the crazy stories about I have the grandma, and then they get the next voucher, and they have the whole
Oh my God!
block.
And he's smiling while he's telling the story. But guess what? That's what makes him likable because he's not a fucking bullshitter. So I take from him. So I just take from everybody to be who I am, and I could do much better. And I always feel like I have to do more and more and more because like this. We're still early, like you said, but I'm fucking never gonna fall behind. I have to keep going, so I have to stay young.
Never die. Get on the peptides. I believe in the peptides are life changing. I was nervous.
So we don't have in Canada. That's just starting.
Oh, that's right.
So my Americanos take care of me.
Everybody here has a dealer. Like it's like a dealer. Like I have my clients are like, oh no, I got a guy. Don't worry about it, Ginger. I'm like, all right. But,
I know. So you gotta be careful with that too. You
well,
gotta
that's
make sure
why
you're buying the good stuff and not the stuff made elsewhere.
In China. Yeah. And that's where I started offering them, but I don't sell them. I don't make any money.
According to Shelby, you'll make a lot of money if you start selling them.
But it's unethical. And maybe this is a problem that I'm too ethical. Like I'm such an ethical bitch that I'm like, I don't want to.
No, it's better to be ethical than be in a scandal
than a scammer.
3 years later.
Yes.
And then they take you down.
I've never, ever, ever scammed, lied, cheated.
Give me my consistent business and money and following, then be a scammer. Like, oh, no.
Well, and this is where like when I went down to Vegas, he has 10 people on each department. YouTube is 10 people. There's 3 people. Their full-time job is just to ideate videos. He has just a TikTok team, just an Instagram team.
Who, Nelson?
No. Hormozy.
Oh.
Yeah, he has a. That's why I said this is a fugazi, because I'm like, this is a
I love how you speak Italian.
because I'm like,
is your mother Italian?
No, I grew up in Philly and I have a lot of Italian influence, but he had, there's 10 to 12 people in each division. And then he had all of us come down and listen, this is a conspiracy theory and this is allegedly.
I know, I love your theory.
Allegedly.
I love it. And who doesn't love a conspiracy theory?
And I'm telling you, I'm always early to these. Yeah. I was the early to the vaccine. I've been early to all of it.
People thought you were crazy.
They thought I was insane. They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Shut up. You want to kill your grandma.
Yeah.
Or with the parasites, the mold, all the things. I've just been like 18 months ahead of my time. And even the free. So the 2 problems I have, number 1, don't lie to me and tell me that this isn't a means to collect all of us and see what we were all doing. And when I went myself,
the papers.
I paid myself And I went and we sat down for 2 days and we literally filled out everything about our businesses, and they were videotaping us and taking all this information in. Then I was in another mentorship. They're videoing us? No. And the guy goes, they flew us down and they asked us all these questions. I truly believe that Hormozy is the CIA.
I know, you've said it 100
I don't say
times.
this to be funny, and people are like, you're insane. Like, how dare you come for our
Oh,
God?
they came after you. They come after you every day.
I don't know. People come up for
And
years.
you don't care. You
I
answer
don't
them.
care.
You start your own questions in your posts. I love that.
I do. See, I'm in my own
You're
DM.
in your own comments.
I'm in the comments. And I'm like, hey, you want to talk to me in my face? Let's go live. And they're like, she's crazy. And I want to do more of that. That's why I'm here. Like, I'm in Miami because I'm like, why have I been hiding out in freaking
Why
LA?
are you hiding out in LA, girl?
Like, I'm hiding
They're
literally
all
on a farm.
here.
I'm
Everybody's
on a
here.
farm. I literally have like a 2-acre horse
But
farm.
thank God you have a horse farm.
But
I want a horse farm.
But it's like you said it so well. When you come out of the game, you got to stay young. You got to stay in the game.
to stay
Who the heck do I think I am?
In a horse farm?
Who the hell do I think I am? I haven't done anything like that. I'm 25 years doing it.
Girl,
I need to get
you're
back
only
in it.
33, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 33.
Oh my God. Do you understand? I'm 50 fucking
Shut the-
3.
Shut up.
I am 53 years old. You know how much more
I'm
you're
wrong
going to
city.
do? You know how much you have the whole world.
Sometimes
Go
I-
get what's yours, girl.
Take it.
Take it.
Even at 50. You know, my mom died at 55.
Oh,
And so
soul.
yeah, and so I
Of what? Cancer?
No, she had a stroke. She did not take care of
no,
her
God
health.
forbid.
But she was unhealthy for years. She had a victim mentality. That was a big problem. She was a victim.
Oh, no, that'll kill you.
Oh my gosh, everything is someone else's fault, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I have a little bit of that. Maybe I look at these people.
You're trying to blame Hormozy?
Yeah. Whoa.
You're blaming Hormozy
Oh.
because you haven't sold your business for
For $100
$45 million.
Yeah. I'm like, that's because he's with the government. So yeah, like you're saying, and I got my heart a little bit broken because I also loved Hormozy and I loved Layla and everything. And then I'm like, and then people are saying, she's really a man. They're like,
God
she's.
forbid.
I don't care if
Who
she's a
cares?
man.
None of our
I don't
business.
Care.
I don't give a
care.
crap.
But when they started to say that I was trying to look like her, I did have to
No,
clap
you-
back because I was like,
you don't
wait a
look
minute. And that's when that whole, because I have a controversy with that. They're like, you accuse her of being a man. I said, no, I didn't accuse her. People
You
asked
never
me.
said that.
No, I never said
You
that.
always put it aside. You always say,
I'm like,
it has
who
nothing to do
cares?
with what I'm saying.
Who
Yeah.
cares? If it is though, I mean, that would make it a whole nother ball of, that was a whole nother level.
We don't wanna go
But
there.
I don't think
Who
that
cares?
that's not what even is that's not what matters.
Doesn't matter.
I actually loved those two. I was there. I got to speak
Oh
with
no,
them.
like I think I'm in love with him.
And that's, so my,
love him.
what I think people react so deeply with what I say is that it's truth. Even if it's not necessarily right.
Because nobody tells the truth anymore.
The truth of what they're feeling. Like, again, I could be completely
no,
wrong.
it could be you're crazy.
I could be
but
crazy.
you have the balls to say.
Like Hormozy could be
Or the
like,
tits to
Ginger,
say.
what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I don't work for the government. And people are like, she's actually freaking nuts.
As
But
long as it's not crazy.
it's not to hurt anyone.
to
It's not
hurt
to hurt
anyone.
anyone. But the people are afraid to even ask questions. Like,
Correct.
why is it? If I'm wrong, I will come out and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I would even say this
Yeah.
stuff." But until I get answers. Until you come on, tell me for sure that you're not in the CIA. I have questions. Tell us what you did at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I ask him straight up. I say,
Oh, yeah.
what did you do at Vanderbilt? What did you do at the government? You worked in D.C. Now Shelby's in D.C. What's happening here?
What is going? Why did Shelby move to fucking Maryland?
DC,
Yeah.
look, and you know what? It's just, I think this has been healing for me to talk to you because
Oh
you
my
gotta
God! You just added that other component just now. I just realized what you just said.
and again, you know what? Is it bad?
But then again,
They're-
who cares?
let them do it. You know, and that's the attitude you need to
Who
start adopting.
cares? If they want to steal other people, I don't care. For now, I'm selling my shtick. This is what I do. I think real estate agents can make more money by getting.
We're not
by getting on
funded by
social
the
media.
government.
Yeah.
Me and Tatiana, we were
realtors.
like, listen, we have kids, we have a family, we have dreams.
We just want to go to Hotel de Cap in the summer. And Saint Tropez.
And now yachts. Now I'm here. I met this yacht broker, and now there's a yacht party in Monaco that I'm like, yachts like this.
You could come on. You don't call
100,000.
it someone who doesn't. So if you own a yacht, you call it a boat. Okay, so I just taught you something.
Okay, I don't see. I don't
Never
know.
call it. You said my boat. I'm going on a boat.
Girl.
You never say I'm going on a yacht.
Also in Miami, they add the gratuity. I always tip in cash, and I pulled out $40 for my lunch at Cipriani yesterday, and he looked at me like,
It's already included.
included, girlfriend.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like-
already included. Don't you love it here?
I guess it's better because LA though. Anyways.
Next time you come, we're inviting you on our boat.
Oh,
We have a nice one.
That'll be great. So,
Yay!
so I think we'll wrap it with that. It's just everyone's doing it their way, and so long as you can do it in a way that is in integrity with you, that you're taking action.
Do you know how I see it? I have blinders on, like a horsey. Little blinders. You know horses.
Yes. Oh, it's a horse year.
If anything, my
yes.
son says he's going to buy me for when I retire a little farm in Montana. Right, Joshy? There we
You're
go.
never gonna retire. You're not gonna
That's what
retire.
everybody says.
Don't, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't, because when you stop moving, you die. Think of a
When you
plant.
start
plant-
growing, you die.
When a plant it's brittle and hard, it dies. So I think you're gonna grow and be an impact for forever.
Thank you, Mama.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Please, it's my pleasure. I love you.
Learn. You can. Do you have a website? I should plug your website, or you
Just
just
follow
her.
me on Instagram, Tat Londono, and TikTok,
we'll
Tat
put it here.
Londono, TATLONDONO. Start there. See if you like me. If you like me, follow.
She'll get you rich very quickly.
If you want to be a realtor, listen, if you want to do high ticket sales, go ahead, close for high ticket sales and make $2,000, $5,000 a time. Why don't we close and make $150,000, $100,000 at a time? Because we can. Excuse me, realtors could still close that kind of money.
Yeah, I'm here in Miami, and there's everything is being built. So remember, you guys, your health is your wealth. Invest wisely. Ooh, we did it. That was so good.
Yay!
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
fun. Joshy, do you think we're crazy?
You guys are hilarious.
Yeah.